Hey, my name's Jimbrino, and today I'm going to give you the top 3 reasons why Illuvium could be bigger than Pokemon. Let's get into it. The Pokemon games at their inception were groundbreaking. The idea of the games were fun, new, and engaging. From picking your starter, to taking on all 8 gym leaders, to battling your friends. Start to finish, it was an experience that gaming had never really seen before. With that being said, just how amazing and innovative are the main series Pokemon games in 2022? Well, first off, you can pick your favorite starter, you can take on all 8 of the new gym leaders, and then you can battle people online. If it's not broken, don't fix it, right? Maybe, but the frustration over world design, graphics, and difficulty level can be seen all over the Pokemon community. If you aren't going to add on to the foundation you've set, at least make the one you do have as good as it can be. The innovation Illuvium has created could have a whole video on its own, but one of the most important aspects of said innovation would be that Illuvium is creating the world's first real gaming metaverse. Their mobile game, Illuvium Zero, helps the player gain resources to create armors, weapons, and shards, which are kind of like Pokeballs. Illuvium Zero also produces resources for travel and teleportation in their overworld. All of these interconnecting aspects of the different games produce a gaming experience that's never been seen up until now. That's cool, but what about some new innovative gameplay mechanics? Well, the idea of catching Pokemon has not really been expanded upon since the beginning of the franchise in 1996. Illuvium changes this by adding in an element called dimensional stability. Dimensional stability occurs while you are trying to capture an alluvial, and with each attempt the dimension becomes more and more unstable. With every shard used, there is a possibility that you fail completely, losing the chance to catch whatever alluvial you set your mind on trying to capture. It will feel as if reality is closing in on you. Your heart will be beating, your mind will be racing, your hands will be held together praying, and God forbid you fail to catch that super rare hollow alluvial, your keyboards will be in pieces. The Pokemon community is actually not that bad. I've met a decent amount of people that are amazing and made really good friends through Pokemon. And even though it does have its bad apples, all communities do. People within the Pokemon scene, in my experience, are generally really good people. With that being said, I have never felt more welcomed, loved, and most importantly, included in any community I have ever been a part of, like I have been in the Illuvium community. It seems as if there are no egos. If you reach out to someone with a question, they give you their time and genuinely care about helping you. I've never reached out to one of the content creators with a question and been ignored. On top of that, they consistently go above and beyond to help. Multiple times they have dragged me into a Discord call just so they can explain the answers to my questions as clearly as possible. You will not see that from any other content creator community. I have spoken to some of the Illuvium team like Rich, who is the community manager, and Chris, who is the head of customer support. They have both been incredibly nice, helpful, and willing to just hang out, often playing TFT with us for hours. Even the Illuvium co-founder Kieran Warwick comes in from time to time to play with us. They go as far as to have content creators regularly on the official Illuvium Twitch channel to help promote the game and the content creators. They are a community-focused game company who work their asses off, and I appreciate and love you all if you're watching. Mwah! Some people would say Game Freak doesn't have the best track record when it comes to listening to their fanbase. Most of the criticism pointed towards them can be boiled down to the lack of attention they place on the needs of their players. How long have fans been asking for higher difficulty through the main games? If fans can make more difficult versions of the games through ROM hacks, why can't there be different difficulty settings for the main games? Or how about the fanbase always asking for better post-game content and Game Freak always failing to deliver? But my personal favorite, however, is how we have been asking for a Pokemon MMO for what seems like forever. There was a promising fan-made Pokemon MMO by the name of Pokemon Generations that was in development, but Game Freak shut it down. This would be understandable if we had a legitimate Pokemon MMO, but it's been almost 10 years since Pokemon Generations has been shut down, and there is still nothing. This I will never forgive them for, by the way. Fortunately, we have Illuvium. Illuvium has what is called a DAO, which stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Those are some cool big old fancy words, but what does that even mean? It means that it's a collective group of leaders and participants acting as a governing body. To make it simple, if you own the ILV token, you have a bit of say in what happens in the game. If you don't like how overpowered an alluvial is, for whatever reason, you can make a proposal to the DAO. Illuvium wants to give some of the power to the players to make the decisions in the game. You're the one who will be potentially spending thousands of hours inside of the game. Don't you think that you deserve to have a say? Thank you so much for watching. And if you want more of Gymborino, you can click right here, and I'm going to show you why is Illuvium going to beat TFT? I don't know. Let's click. Let's click and find out. Let's click and find out.